I just bought over 100 items to resell online using my reselling business, and I'm going to share with you my favorites and the most profitable items I got today. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So yes, I just got back from sourcing a bunch of inventory. I got over 100 items, and if you know me and you know the story of my business, I didn't pay very much for all this stuff. I paid maybe $1.50 on average for all these items. This was a Goodwill bins haul. If you don't know what the Goodwill bins are, then I will make a video on it in the future, and it should be a ton of fun doing that. I was originally going to film this haul and me sourcing all of it, but I had a very busy morning and it just kind of lapsed out of my mind, actually filming it. So nonetheless, I picked through everything I got today, and I'm gonna share with you the 7 best items I got, and these are super valuable items, and these are things that you can find out in the wild, find in the thrift to sell for your reselling business, because if I found them today, then I know you can as well. So let's get into it. So brief before we get into this first item, which is a super profitable item. I'm gonna be able to get about $45, $55, maybe even $60 for this item. I just want to introduce myself super quick to everybody who's new to this channel. My name is Jacob. I own a full-time online 6-figure and growing reselling business, and I'm trying to make this YouTube channel kind of the hub for all things reselling, entrepreneurship kind of related. If you are new to the reselling industry or you've been in the game for a long time, I think there is going to be value on this channel, whoever you are, no matter what stage you're at. So if you found this video valuable, make sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button. That's the way to repay me for making this video, and I hope this video helps, and I hope you have fun watching it as well. So thank you and welcome if you're new. Let's start breaking down these items, and the first one is actually, let me see if I can get a little sneak peek for you, is actually a pair of Carhartt duck canvas jeans. If you have been in the reselling industry for a while, you know that this is a staple item to resell. These things fetch super good money and they're always in demand. People love these things, and quite frankly, they're expensive when they're new, so that's why people turn to the resale market to pick them up. But like I said, I paid about $1.50 for this pair of dungarees, and well, there's something special about them. These are actually the flannel lined version, which are super valuable, super high demand. These things, I think I'll be able to get at least $45 to maybe $60 for this pair. I have a good history of selling these things in the past. I've sold you know, dozens of pairs of these before, and the flannel lined ones are like the best. You know, people love using these for it. Like, let's say you're an electrician and you're working on an outside project in the winter. These are a staple for a lot of the tradesmen, a lot of blue collar people, and like I said, they're super expensive if you buy them brand new. And if you're a tradesman and you're gonna work in them and beat them up anyways, people love to turn to the used market, and they will pay a premium for them if they're insulated like these ones. All right, next up, I actually have another pair of pants, and this is a pair of high fashion, high designer pants, and they're from a company which you have probably heard of called Dior. Yes, I actually found a pair of Christian Dior slacks. Super nice pair. This is a pair of older ones. I'll show you guys the branding right there. This was once a part of a suit set. I imagine, you know, somebody back in probably the 80s or 90s went to a Christian Dior suit maker and had themselves a custom suit made for them, and well, it ended up in my hands today. I paid about $1.50 for them again. I'm probably going to reiterate that throughout the video. But when you think of Dior, you think of like a super high fashion, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars for an item. This isn't one of those items that's going to fetch tons of money. I do have history of selling, you know, Dior suit separates, you know, and some other high fashion ones, you know, YSL and Armani and different, you know, high luxury brands like that. They all have their own versions of like suit type garments that probably came out during the 80s and the 90s, and this is a good example of one of them. But nonetheless, I'll probably be able to get about $50 for this pair of pants, because people out there, they just like the Dior name, and these are a 100% wool pant. And you know, people in the hypebeast community, the streetwear community, and also the high fashion community, they still value stuff like this. And you know, $50 for a Dior item, you know, that's gonna fetch some good attention on the resale market online. So no problem selling these pants for a very, very good profit. All right, next up is another staple item for every reseller's inventory, and that is Harley Davidson. As you can see here, we have this really clean Harley Davidson long sleeve shirt. It's just a nice clean, there's the back. I'll show you the tags. It's on a genuine Harley Davidson merchandise tag, as you can see there. And a lot of the hype around Harley Davidson is typically with their vintage stuff, you know, their vintage t-shirts and sweatshirts. That stuff can fetch a lot of money and it's great for resellers, but sometimes people, they don't like to pay much attention to the modern Harley stuff. And you know what? There's a big community of Harley fans out there who love their motorcycles, ride their bikes, and a lot of those people, they're not even into the vintage stuff. They like the modern stuff. I hate to say it, but a lot of the vintage stuff doesn't even go to Harley owners. It seems like the demographic of people who buy the vintage Harley gear are people who don't own Harleys. They're just people who kind of like the graphic and the styling, kind of that hardcore nature of the Harley community. But to somebody who owns a bike, likes to ride on the weekends, what have you, and wants a modern piece of Harley gear, this is the perfect shirt for them. And it's a nice, you know, mid-weight long sleeve shirt. I'll be able to get 20 to 25 bucks for it all day long. I paid maybe $1 for this shirt, so tons of profit there. I'm super happy with it, and this is just a staple item to have in your reselling inventory. Up, I actually have a pair of shorts, and I actually don't talk about shorts a lot on this channel because, well, they're kind of a boring item, but this one is kind of exciting, and I bought it during the winter, which is a fantastic time to source shorts because people, they're not thinking about shorts right now, but this is going to be a high ticket item that is going to sell once it starts warming up. And this is actually a pair of Built athletic gym shorts. Super nice. There's the logo right there. If you've never heard of Built, it's spelled B-Y-L-T, and they make super premium active wear, kind of casual lounge wear, and their stuff retails for a lot of money. This pair of shorts on their website would probably go for about $60 to $70, and I think I'll be able to get up to $30 for this pair of shorts once I resell it. And it might take until the warmer months to be able to resell this pair of shorts, but nonetheless, I'm super happy I found it. Super lightweight pair of shorts. I paid maybe $1 for it. And yeah, they're kind of like, not so much like the new Lululemon, but they're in the same vein of Lululemon. And we all know, you know, we've all had our heydays selling Lululemon. So keep your eye out for Built, super good brand to resell. All right, next up we have a kind of a boring item, but this was actually a super good score. This is actually a Filson bridal leather belt, and this thing is extremely nice. I paid maybe 50 cents for it. It has some wear along the front face of the leather, but not too bad. It's in fairly good condition. And if you've never heard of Filson, they make extremely good hard wearing outerwear and stuff like that, but they also make a ton of really nice accessories, and it even says right there, full grain leather made in the USA, and their leather is phenomenal. It is super thick, and this belt actually retails for over $100, and anything with the Filson name sells super fast, so I think I'll be able to sell this belt for, gosh, I don't know, $40 to $50, even in used condition like this. And just, it's a super nice belt. So, you know, don't underestimate the belt section when you're out sourcing. Find yourself a really nice belt just like this one. Look for nice gold leathering, look for thick leather, look for a good brand name on the buckle, and you should be good to go, because there is a ton of, you know, even high fashion belts out there can get a ton of money. We've all heard of like the Fendi belts and the Gucci belts. That stuff is great, but there's also brands like Filson where you can get tons of money for their belt, or any really high quality leather worker belts. You know, it's they can be super valuable on the resale market. So keep your eye out for belts. A lot of people don't go after them, and I always love looking through them, and this is a perfect case. You know, this 50 cents or maybe $1 belt, because I paid for it by the pound, is going to fetch me $40 to $60 on the secondhand market. And next up we have a jacket, and I actually didn't find a ton of jackets in this haul, and you know, jackets have been a bread and butter staple in my inventory to resell, but I did find a really unique one, and a brand you have probably never heard of that can fetch a ton of money. And that might be because this brand is from France, and the name is actually Triboard. And if you've never heard of Triboard, here I'll give you a full kind of look at the jacket right here. It's a shell type jacket, And Triboard, they are a French brand, like I stated, and they actually specialize in gear for people who like to sail on sailboats. So think really high-tech waterproof gear, stuff like that. That is their niche. And this jacket retails for about $140, and it's super lightweight, so I paid probably less than $2 for it. But if you've never heard of Triboard before, keep an eye out for them. It's a super unique brand that makes really high quality outerwear, and it's meant for sailing. So it just has a cool kind of nostalgic history to it. And I'm not super versed on a ton of foreign brands, but it's just cool to find a new brand that has a rich history and stuff like that. And this is a perfect example for it. And I think I'll be able to get about $50 reselling this jacket. Super cool piece. I'm super happy I found it. All right, last item on the bill I want to share with you guys today is another pair of insulated pants. No, these are not Carhartt pants, but these are actually Cabela's flannel lined insulated duck canvas pants, and these are kind of cut from the same mold as the Carhartt ones, you know, heavyweight duck canvas, insulated. And I'm going to use those same marketing phrases when I sell this item. And you know, Cabela's gear actually sells super well. They have a good track record of making really high-end basic outerwear and base layers, stuff like that, typically for people in the outdoor world, hunting, fishing, stuff like that. So people really respect the Cabela's name. We think of Cabela's as a store first and foremost, which is right, but their line of clothing sells super well. It's super high quality, and I typically always pick it up if it's for a good price. And this insulated pair of work pants or outdoors pants, whatever you want to call them, this duck canvas insulated pair of pants, going to fetch me at least $30. So I'm super happy that I found this pair of pants today. All right, so there you go. What did you think of today's haul? These were just kind of cherry picked items. I actually ended up getting a lot of staple items today, a lot of the items in the $12 to $20 range, and I wanted to share some of the higher end items with you today. And I thought it was a lot of fun. I think it's a unique spread of items, and I also wanted to pick out items that you don't typically see on videos like this, you know, kind of like that Triboard jacket. That's probably a brand you have never heard of, or the Filson belt. You know, look out for belts and you know, just stuff like that. I just want to give kind of a fresh perspective on this stuff. And well, next time I source, I will definitely document the process, because last time I did that, it seemed like you guys really liked it. So this is a little glimpse of all the inventory I'm going to be processing this evening, but a bunch of really good high profit stuff, and stuff I know you can find in the thrift if you look. So keep your eye out. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. In the meantime, be good to one another, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.